Good morning, morning everybody. Welcome back to the BMC Cup here at Carnegie Leisure Centre. We are now on to the start of day 2 of our competition. And our game this morning will see Half Moon in the white caps take on Portobello in the blue caps. Portobello are the defending champions. And the first goal of the morning goes in favour of Portobello, and it's our last season's top goal scorer, Joe Matheson, with his first. Half Moon 0, Portobello 1. A ball in for Half Moon into centre forward. Exclusion given against Alexander Scott Watson for the foul on Alejandro Pablo. So Half Moon with the extra player advantage. Ball to Louis Mullen, but 2 metre foul given against Quinn Monson. So Portobello now on the attack ball with Alessandro Frattoni. Gives it to the left wing to Joe Matheson. Back to Frattoni. Joe Matheson rolling in from that left wing. Alessandro Frattoni gets the foul, picks it up, and shoots over. Keeper's ball for Half Moon. Up to Quinn Monson. Again, we've got Alejandro Pablo at centre forward, but it's Lucas Sanchez Russell that loses the ball. And Portobello on the counter, pass from Struan Bailey up to Joe Matheson. Joe Matheson, one-on-one with Daniel Collins, and he scores. Two 2-0 for Portobello. Ball comes in, centre forward, Alejandro Pablo. But he is tackled, double team by Alexander Scott Watson and Joe Matheson. And it's a long pass, but well intercepted by Quinn Monson for Half Moon. Now looking for options. Louis Mullen stops it halfway to receive the ball. He's got Lee Dunn on the left wing, but instead again goes to Alejandro Pablo, and they score! First goal of the weekend for Half Moon. It comes from the centre forward, Alejandro Pablo. 2-1 to Portobello. Foul on Joe Matheson, plays it to himself. Looks for options to the right. They've got Alexander Scott Watson to his right, but Joe Matheson picks it up, bounce, scores. Third Portobello goal and third goal for Joe Matheson. Good awareness, Quinn Monson there. Got the tackle, gives it to his left, Louis Mullen. He scores. It's good awareness there from Quinn Monson as he was about to get tackled, popped it to his left. And a nice finish from Louis Mullen. We're back to 1 goal in this game. Half Moon 2, Portobello 3. Pressure being put on Alexander Scott Watson there, but finds Joe Matheson. He is fouled by Sean Monahan. He gives it to the right hand side, Alex Hurd. And it goes into centre forward, but a good tackle by Quinn Monson there. Half Moon driving forward. Up up to Sean Monaghan in the inside right. Arseni Hondo at centre forward this time. Instead it goes to the left post. Lee Dunn. His flick shot over the bar. Stuart Bailey plays it right to Alex Hurd. He's looking to his left, does give it to Joe Matheson. And it goes into the centre forward position. And a lovely tackle by Quinn Monson. Did enough showing your hands to make sure there wasn't a foul, but didn't flick it out, which was key. Now Louis Mullen plays it up to Arseni Hondo, gives it out to the wing. Lee Dunn off the post this time. Two minutes to go in the first period. Portobello now attacking with Alex Hurd. It's got Dominic Moody now making the swim towards centre forward. Again it comes to the left to Joe Matheson. Plays it to himself, picks it up. He's fouled again, second time by Sean Monaghan. His shot off the bar. And recovered by Half Moon. Lee Dunn wins the foul. Sean Monaghan now position 2 for those that know what goalie positions. Arseni Hondo that's at centre forward still. Instead goes to Louis Mullen, fouled outside. Mullen picks up, good block. But it still ends up with Arseni Hondo. So there's a new possession time for Half Moon, but the shot from Louis Mullen off the post. Stuart Bailey plays it to the right to Alex Hurd. He gives it to Joe Matheson and back to Hurd. Dominic Moody at centre. The shot from Alex Hurd off the bar and recovered Daniel Collins. Exclusion foul given against Portobello's 5, Alessandro Frattoni. That's his first of the game. So an extra player for Half Moon. It's on the right wing. To the top to Quinn Monson. To the far left. Back to Quinn Monson. But his pass is intercepted, aimed at Lucas Sanchez-Russell, but Joe Matheson got there first. And Matheson again now driving off. Good tackle by Lucas Sanchez-Russell. And played across to Laird Brown. He's fouled. Portobello ball, Dominic Moody. Lovely block from Quinn Monson. And then a great save from Daniel Collins from the shot from Laird Brown. Dominic Moody wins the foul. And his lob shot is over. And at the hooter there, end of 1, Half Moon 2, Portobello 3. Starting with the swim off for the second period. Half Moon trailing Portobello by 3 goals to 2, and it's Portobello that win the swim off to Alessandro Frattoni. Gives it to Joe Matheson, already has 3 goals in this game. His long shot, great save, Daniel Collins. Kicked up long enough there. And up to Alejandro Pablo, fouled by Alexander Scott Watson. Ball is with Juan Monson. And his goal. All square now here at Carnegie Leisure Centre, 2025 BMC Cup. Goal from Quinn Monson for Half Moon. Joe Matheson already has 3, picks up, plays it to himself, and he scores! Good finish from Joe Matheson, his 4th of the game. Half Moon again, this time this roll in is from Louis Mullen. He's fouled by Dylan Lewis. Gives it out to Sean Monahan, back to Louis Mullen, but goes out. And turnover. So, Half Moon ball. Given to the right wing to Lucas Sanchez Russell, but he's pinched from him by Alessandro Frattoni. And Struan Bailey plays it long right to Alex Hurt, who gives it inside Joe Matheson. He scores again. Fifth goal for Portobello, 5th goal for Joe Matheson. And turnover foul given against Louis Mullen there, up against Dylan Lewis. So Portobello on the attack, Alex Hurt on the right, plays it into the centre forward, Dominic Moody, but Dylan Lewis makes the foul on Louis Mullen. And Louis Mullen, his shot blocked by both Matheson and Alexander Scott Watson. And then the shot from Alejandro Pablo is wide under pressure. So Struan Bailey now looking forward. Gives it to Matheson, he is fouled straight away by Sean Monahan. And then forward to Alessandro Frattoni. Gives it to Dominic Moody. Moody looking for Frattoni again. He's fouled by Emmett Howler. And again it comes to Joe Matheson. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Matheson is fouled. And yep, Matheson shoots and he scores. Half Moon 3, Joe Matheson 6. Sean Monahan with the ball. Plays it across, foul on Lee Dunn. Gives it inside to Arsene Hondo. And it's given to Louis Mullen, but he wins the foul. Sorry, he gets a foul against him. And Dylan Lewis gives it back to goalkeeper Struan Bailey. And a foul is given up against Louis Mullen. So now Portobello with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. They have an extra player. That extra player at the moment is Dylan Lewis. Plays it into Dominic Moody at centre forward. And it's turned over. The long pass finds Sean Monahan. Gives it to the back post for Half Moon. And it's Louis Mullen, he's fouled by Joe Matheson. Plays it out to Lee Dunn. Sean Monahan, but he's tackled by Dominic Mooney. But it ends up in the hands of Alessandro Pablo. Second goal for Alessandro Pablo for Half Moon. And then the shot here from Portobello. Alessandro Frattoni off the bar, comes to Joe Matheson. He bounces, top corner, goal. Seventh goal for Joe Matheson. Portobello back to a 3-goal lead. Half Moon 4, Portobello 7. Ball now with Sean Monahan, plays it across. He finds his way to Louis Mullen. He kicks, he bounces, he scores! Portobello back on the attack. Frattoni gives it to Dominic Moody. Scores! New goal scorer for Portobello, number 7, Dominic Moody, with his first of the game. Portobello up 8-5. Now the ball with Arsene Hondo. His shot, long range, he scores! First goal there for Arsene Hondo. And we're back to 2 goals. Now Lee Dunn putting pressure on Alessandro Frattoni. It comes into Dominic Moody. Does well to flick it out to the left wing. And the shot off the bar. And it's Monahan up to Lee Dunn. He is fouled outside. And it's flicked to the side to Louis Mullen. His lob shot off the post. 50 seconds to go in this first half, second period. Ball to Alessandro Frattoni. being tackled by Louis Mullen. And he gives it to Joe Matheson, who's under pressure and fouled by Emmett Howlett. Matheson plays it to himself. And he does look to shoot, but doesn't. Gives it to the left, to Laird Brown. And the shot clock expires, half moon ball. Foul given on Louis Mullen there. Gives it forward, Sean Monaghan. He scored! And with 15 seconds to go. Goal there for Sean Monaghan. Brings us back, one goal in it. Half moon 7, Portobello 8. Foul on Joe Matheson there by Sean Monaghan. And Joe Matheson shoots high and over. 3 seconds to go. End of the first half. Half moon 7, Portobello 8. Centre forward, but it's Lucas Sanchez-Russell that loses the ball. And Portobello on the counter, pass from Struan Bailey up to Joe Matheson. Joe Matheson one-on-one with Daniel Collins, and he scores. Good awareness, Quinn Monson there with the tackle. Gives it to his left, Louis Mullen, and he scores. Now looking for options. Louis Mullen stops it halfway to receive the ball. He's got Lee Dunn on the left wing, but instead again goes to Alejandro Pablo, and they score! Right. They've got Alexander Scott Watson to his right, but Joe Matheson picks it up, bounce, scores. In the blue camp, Portobello are the defending champions. Looking for options. Louis Mullen stops it halfway to receive the ball. Foul given on Louis Mullen there. Gives it forward, Sean Monaghan. He scored! Now looking for options. Louis Mullen stops it halfway to receive the ball. He's got Lee Dunn on the left wing, but instead again goes to Alejandro Pablo, and they score! Right. Got Alexander Scott Watson to his right, but Joe Matheson picks it up, bounce, scores. Well, it's centre forward, but it's Lucas Sanchez-Russell that loses the ball. And Portobello on the counter, pass from Struan Bailey up to Joe Matheson. Joe Matheson one-on-one with Daniel Collins, and he scores. By his sons, and this is year 5 of the BMC Cup. Half Moon win the swim off, and they will get the first attack of the game. And the ball gives to Lee Dunn, who plays it down the line. And it's Louis Mullen now, under pressure from Alexander Scott Watson. Louis Mullen. And turnover foul given in favour of Alexander Scott Watson. So Stuart Bailey gives it to Alessandro Frattoni. Frattoni being pressured by Lucas Sanchez Russell. And Arsene Hondo tried to get back, but it comes to Dylan Lewis. Back to Frattoni, but he can only give it to Lucas Sanchez Russell. Back to the goalkeeper. Archie Dempsey goals now. Sean Monahan gives it back to Louis Mullen. Bounce shot off the post. Slight touch from Stuart Bailey. Exclusion foul given against Lucas Sanchez Russell, but Dominic Moody can't quite gain the ball. So Half Moon gain possession again. And then it's up into Arsene Hondo, but he is triple teamed by Portobello. Stuart Bailey gives it to Joe Matheson. He's got Lucas Sanchez Russell for company. Gives it to the left wing to Alessandro Frattoni, and into the centre forward it's Dominic Moody. Spin from Louis Mullen there, gets the foul against Dylan Lewis. And he's fouled again. Foul is outside. Louis Mullen, his shot, saved by Stuart Bailey. And recovered by Alex Hurd. Now it's with Dominic Moody. Alessandro Frattoni, but Moody loses out to Quinn Monson. Nice spin there from Louis Mullen. He's got Joe Matheson for company, goes for the lob shot early, but Stuart Bailey makes the save. 3:10 to go and the ball is called out. And an injury there for Portobello. For Dylan Lewis, so make a quick change. So 7-8 still. We've played 3 minutes of the third period. And Joe Matheson off the bar. It landed nicely for Quinn Monson, who reacted quicker than Dominic Moody. And a foul by Alessandro Frattoni on Sean Monahan now, looking forward, gives it to the top left to Louis Mullen. And a foul is given against Louis. So it's Stuart Bailey with the ball. He's got Laird Brown. Goes inside. And it's a goal! Alex Hurd. first goal of the third period. And it goes the way of Portobello. Another new goal scorer, Alex Hurd. And it comes into the centre to Alejandro Pablo, but his shot skims wide. So Stuart Bailey this side to Alexander Scott Watson, right wing. And he's fouled by Emmett Howlett. So Scott Watson looking forward. Gives it to Joe Matheson. He's fouled by Sean Monaghan. Gives it to Alex Hurd, and he scores. Second goal for Alex Hurd, and Portobello got the 3 goals again, but ball into the pit to Alejandro Pablo, but again well saved by Stuart Bailey. Good tackle there. Quinn Monson up against the new centre forward Michael Moody. But did well, just physically but fairly moved him out of the way. Quinn Monson now gives it to the top right to Sean Monaghan. His shot bounce saved by Stuart Bailey. Just over 1 minute to go. Now inside the last minute, 10-7 to Portobello. Coming forward, Alex Hurd. He's got 2 blockers in front of him, and that one of the blockers, Lucas Sanchez Russell, makes the block, but gives it out for a corner. Corner to Portobello, 45 seconds to go. And it's with Michael Moody. Joe Matheson getting space, under pressure from Sean Monaghan. Gives it again to Michael Moody. He plays it inside towards Alex Hurd, but just too high, 30 seconds to go, and it's half moon ball. Alejandro Pablo furthest forward. And it instead comes slightly shorter to Emmett Howlett, and his pass is intercepted by Joe Matheson. Inside 20 seconds. Matheson again with Monaghan. Surprisingly, that's Joe's first goal this third period. And then the long shot at the buzzer. We go Half Moon 7, Portobello 11. So Scott Watson looking forward, gives it to Joe Matheson. He's fouled by Sean Monaghan. Gives it to Alex Hurd, and he scores. Laird Brown. Goes inside, and it's a goal. Alex Monaghan. Laird Brown. Starting our final period. And it's Half Moon that get the first swim off. And Quinn Monson's long pass up towards Lucas Sanchez Russell is just too long, and Stuart Bailey recovers it. And he plays it down the right wing to Alexander Scott Watson. Again, Dominic Moody is set centre forward. But again, it comes out Joe Matheson into Dominic Moody. But just skips away from him. And the pass from Archie Dempsey towards Sean Monahan. And it's given to Quinn Monsoon. The shot gets saved by Struan Bailey. To go as Portobello with Joe Matheson wins the foul against Quinn Monson, plays it to himself, goes again. He plays it to Dominic Moody. Moody scores! Second goal of the game for Dominic Moody, and Portobello now up by 5. But Quinn Monson plays it forward to Louis Mullen, and penalty is given against Dominic Moody. Dispatches a penalty for Half Moon. Back to 4 goals. Joe Matheson gives it to the right to Alexander Scott Brown. And the long shot is from Alex Hurd. And it's over. Sean Monahan gives it to Lucas Sanchez Russell. It's played out again to Alejandro Pablo. He's shot, good save from Struan Bailey. Corner ball for Half Moon. With Louis Mullen to the top of the arc. That's Quinn Monson. He shoots. Good save by Struan Bailey. He had several blockers to help him, but he still had to react to make the save. 4 minutes to go in this game. Joe Matheson, his shot, and he scores. Ninth goal of the game for Joe Matheson. And we're 5 goals in it again. But we're back to 4. Monson there with the long-range effort. His second of the game. Portobello back in the attack. Alessandro Frattoni under pressure from Arseni Honda. He's fouled. Thinks about putting in the pit, but doesn't. Plays it himself. Gives it to Joe Matheson, followed by Sean Monahan. Joe shoots, scores. In favour of 9-14, sorry, in favour of Portobello. Portobello are defending champions. Now Quinn Monson gives it to his left to Liam Finnecane, and Quinn Monson gets it back. He shoots, top right, scores. Lovely lob shot from Quinn Monson. Just floated it into the top right. Now Frattoni plays it forward towards Alexander Scott Watson. Under pressure from Jack McElhenney. Two and a half minutes to go. Half Moon with the ball. Quinn Monson goes round Dominic Moody, but Moody gets back. And the shot above the goalkeeper's head. Another great finish from Quinn Monson, his third goal of this period, fourth of the game. And we're back to 3 goals, Half Moon 11, Portobello 14. And it's Frattoni coming forward. He's fouled by Arseni Honda. Hondo gives it in to Michael Moody off the bar. Comes back out to Brian Ma. And now Half Moon on the counter-attack. Long pass from Archie Dempsey. To Emmett Howlett. And Howlett swims away from Dylan Lewis. And shoots straight at Struan Bailey. And Portobello just about recover it with a minute and a half to go. Play forward, Lord Brown gives it inside to Alessandro Frattoni. His shot, and he scores. First goal of the game there for Alessandro Frattoni. As we go with 1 minute 10 to the left in this game. Half Moon 11, Portobello 15. And again it comes to Quinn Monson. Under pressure from Moody. Goes to spin around Michael Moody. Gets the foul. Takes it back. His shot. Wild up left. Last minute of the game. We're inside the last minute. Ball to Alessandro Frattoni. He gives it forward towards Michael Moody, but his pass is short. And it's recovered by Sean Monahan, being chased down by Laird Brown. Gives it top right to Emmett Howlett. He's got option in the middle. That option is Arseni Hondo. And his shot sneaks in near post. Second goal of the game for Arseni Hondo. 12-15. Half Moon versus Portobello. And it's Alessandro Frattoni. We're down inside 15 seconds to go. Ball with Stuart Bailey. Looking ahead, Alexander Scott Watson goes to recover the ball. Being pressured by Jack McElhenney. And Frattoni has the ball. He's running down the time. Last couple of seconds. Full time. Half Moon 12. Portobello 15.